Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. We were just doing research about nitroglycerin because apparently the spies at Madonna Enterprise has been spreading false rumors about nitroglycerin. So we're here to educate you.
I'm show model Shanley.
And I'm Chem Master Cain.
And this is Magnetic Marco.
So why do we choose nitroglycerin? We chose nitroglycerin because it has the ability to both enhance and harm human life, which is why it's an essential human endeavor, and that's important to study.
Nitroglycerin was also the first practical explosive produced that was stronger than black powder, which is pretty cool to study and find out more things about it, considering it's actually stronger than black powder. And in case you don't know, black powder is the same thing as gunpowder. So before we talk about nitroglycerin, we are going to talk about the history of it. It was first synthesized by an Italian chemist named Ascanio Sobrero in 1847. What this means is he mixed concentrated nitric and sulfuric acids together to make nitroglycerin. After Sobrero discovered nitroglycerin, he was actually terrified of it because he was badly scarred after an explosion during the time period that he discovered nitroglycerin. So he warned people not to use it because it was an explosive and it was too dangerous. And then after that, Alfred Nobel took over and started to experiment safer ways to use it, and it was also used in World War I and World War II as propellants to drive a group of people away. It was banned in a lot of states after Alfred Nobel's crates that were being sent over to California exploded.
So the basics about nitroglycerin is that it's a colorless, yellow, oily, and heavy solution, and it's also viscous. Once it's left out to dry though, it has explosive properties, and it could either be in the form of a powder or of a liquid.
So the main use in enhancing life when it comes to nitroglycerin, it's mainly used in heart medication. So if you have a heart failure or angina, which is a pain in your chest that leads to pain in your arms, shoulders, and your neck. It's also used in heart attacks, and what nitroglycerin does is it opens up the blood vessels so that there's less pressure that's affecting your heart. It's in the form of a pill, or it could be taken as a shot. When Alfred Nobel continued experimenting with nitroglycerin, he found a way to mix it with absorbents, particularly diatomaceous earth, and he also named this dynamite in 1867. So essentially, you can call nitroglycerin dynamite. He made it in the form of sticks, which is what we see dynamite look like today, and it was widely used for a lot of civil engineering tasks. For example, if a company wants to build a new building, but they have to take down an old one, they can use nitroglycerin in its explosive form, or in other words, dynamite, to take down that old building. It could also be used when drilling a highway, creating railroad tunnels, mining, clearing farmland, and other demolition work. So when making nitroglycerin, you react glycerol with 1-to-1 concentrated sulfuric acid.
So in terms of its explosive properties, we see that in an explosive reaction, in the product side there's O2, which signifies that there's an explosion and combustion within nitroglycerin, and it is extremely unsafe. And the early transportation of it actually resulted in an explosion. One of the main things that makes nitroglycerin such a popular form of explosive device is that actually leaves no visible smoke and is very hard to detect. And at the point of explosion, the explosion actually creates a combustion that goes 30 times the speed of sound. So in terms of harming life, obviously it is an explosive, which is very harmful to life. And it is used in ballisite, cordite, and it is also used as a form of propellant. And it was a popular form of a military explosive device.
So during World War I, the largest propellant factory in Britain, which was the HM factory Gretna, it produced 800 metric tons of cordite per week. This ended up requiring 336 tons of nitroglycerin in order to make cordite, per week, which shows how much nitroglycerin was used during that time. We found one of their hideouts. They're right there.
They're right there. We need to be really quiet. They're spreading false rumors. They found us!